Now, last week, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about Bill Gates just for a little bit. We talked about Bill Gates coming out and hyping this bioterrorism threat that he believes is coming our way, which in itself is kind of concerning, considering that he has been part of the Disease X crowd for many, many years. And he's always making statements to just the right time, coordinating production on Netflix series and just being a part of all different types of projects that are just perfectly timed and running parallel to very, world-changing events. So we had that. He said there's going to be some kind of a bioterrorism threat that nations need to get together, and they need to start running germ games, he said. Germ games. And he used smallpox as an example. So smallpox was popping up. Then, of course, that was just only a couple of weeks after we took note, and another thing I brought up on this show, that Johns Hopkins uploaded an old 20-year-old Dark Winter simulation to their official YouTube page. And the Dark Winter simulation was a pandemic simulation that focused around, guess what? Smallpox, which, of course, as everybody is paying attention to now and has seen, that back in June of this year, a couple of months before Johns Hopkins, we now see that the FDA has conveniently approved a new smallpox treatment drug. Just in case. Now, all these things seem completely coincidental, I hope. But one thing that is very clear, a very clear and present biological threat, is Joe Biden's ass. Joe Biden, who is being wheeled around Europe right now, crapping in his pants and farting the whole way. There is not one world leader he has not sharted in front of now, I believe. Headline, Daily Mail, Joe Biden or new Trump? Kamala hasn't stopped talking about hearing the president break wind during a chat at COP26 Climate Summit in Glasgow. What did Jerry tell me? It's not Glasgow. It's Glasgow, I think. President Joe Biden met Duchess of Cornhole, during reception on Monday. They made polite small talk, and Camilla was shocked to hear Biden break wind. Fart. He was farting, children. Reception was hours after Biden appeared to doze off at COP26 opening. He is supposed to be committed to reducing emissions, but when Joe Biden produced a little natural gas of his own at COP26 summit, it was audible enough to make the Duchess of Cornwall blush. An informed source has told the Mail on Sunday that Camilla was taken aback to hear Biden break wind as they made polite small talk at the global climate change gathering in Glasgow last week. It was long and loud and impossible to ignore, the source said. Camilla hasn't stopped talking about it. The president met the Duchess during a reception on Monday at the Kelvin Grove Art Gallery, attended by Prince Charles, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, and Boris Johnson. Look, there is Joe Biden. He's pushing out a fart right there. You can see he's the strain on his face. He's really, really working on that one. Just hours early, the 78-year-old, nicknamed Sleepy Joe by Donald Trump, had appeared to doze off during the opening addresses, prompting more questions from his political rivals over his fitness for office. There's no more questions. This guy is a marionette. He has been. He never even campaigned. He didn't campaign. Brian Stelter and the video editing crew at CNN campaigned for Joe Biden, or the image and likeness of Joe Biden. This is not the first time that Biden has faced claims that he broke wind. In May of 2020, Republicans, including Donald Trump Jr., posted a video of Biden containing a suspicious noise while live streaming an exchange with Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf, another murderer. However, a separate video, which circulated last month, was briefly trending on Twitter under Fartgate, was found to have been doctored to include fake flatulence. Oh, to hell with that. To hell with that. All I'm going to say is that Anyone who doubted that he shit himself while he was with Pope Francis, once again, I invite you back to the crappy reality that we are in right now. He did shit his pants in front of the Pope. 100%. No doubt about it. Not the most disgusting thing that the Pope has been in a room for. That's for sure. And it makes me think about all those smart... You ever see these? I had to pick one out because I thought about this right when I was setting up for the show over here. It makes me think about all those really ridiculous, those smarmy kind of, down my nose kind of better than you liberal bumper stickers that I've seen in the lead up to 2020. You ever see these bumper stickers? You ever see this one? It says, any functioning adult 2020. Like that's who they're, they just had it. The liberals have just had it. Any functioning adult, please. Now, obviously, it's a knock against Donald Trump. But the fact that they sarcastically begged for a functional adult as president and are now doomed to make excuses for this incontinent geriatric is really mighty ironic to me. And to take it to the next level, here is the Speaker of the House. You may have seen or heard this clip before. It's a reaction clip from Chicks on the Right. They have a morning show, I believe, and they're on iHeartRadio and all over the place. So Chicks on the Right, these two lady hosts, they were listening to Nancy Pelosi at the end of last week make some statements about something. And once again, irony, this is the Speaker of the House who can't form a sentence. Listen to this.
We're sending stuff over to the Senate. Well, most of the product that we've done is, now we may have added in the last day or so, and some of what we added is Senate to the bill, like a hearing. Bernie doesn't like hearing. Excuse me, Bernie loves hearing. Manchin doesn't want hearing in the bill and all that stuff. So some is Senate-oriented, and then we had the family medical leave. We figured if they're putting things in, then we can put something in.
What the hell?
Manchin doesn't like it. So, so we are getting some bird and privilege. I think mostly we're getting privilege scrub. Because privilege strike is deadly to a bill. Bird, it's important. You have to take it out, but privilege violation can take you out. So we're again getting that as we go along as well. But when we pass a bill, then they will see it in its aggregate and make some.
Any concern that any of this is quote messaging because that they have to
oh my
take
God,
some
I'm
of those
horrified.
things out regardless, no matter what you send over? You said you weren't going to send a messaging bill.
No, we're not sending a messaging bill, but we want to be sure that what we send is not birdable or bird bath or privilege scrub. They're the two things.
So listen, I'm as flabbergasted as the two hosts are. Whatever. But remember that the liberals know they've got their finger to the pulse of this one. You just stand back. We'll take care of it. So there's that.